friends, guests, and adventurers of all ages. Tonight's show is for the brave, the fearless, and the dangerously curious. Witness feats of strength, daring acrobatics, and mystifying magic. Get ready to have the most astounding night of your life. Welcome to the Circus of Wayward Wonders. Welcome to Roll for Combat, Three-Ring Adventure.
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat, Three-Ring Adventure. I'm your GM and host, Stephen Glicker, and in this week's episode, our gang finishes up the first level of the tower. Or do they? Dun dun dun! So one thing I wanted to mention is that this episode takes place in a maze of corridors. It's just actually a normal area that had a lot of pillars, but what they did is they put up all these artificial walls to make, well, kind of a maze of mirrors, if you will. And if you do what I do and use Roll20's, limited line of sight and fog of war, where you can only see what the character can see, well, it sure gets interesting very quickly. And you're going to hear a lot of battleship going on where people can't see what's going on because someone's around the corner fighting. And, I like it. I really like this ability. That's one of those things that you can only do online that you just can't do in person. And, we've done this a lot in person where you have the big map and then you have pieces of paper covering up the sections of the map. You guys have all done this. And then you trying to hide it so they don't get information they shouldn't have. But at the end of the day, once the encounter starts, if people are around corners or down the hall, you still know what's going on. And they're using information the PC probably doesn't have. But if you're online and you are in a corridor and someone else is around the corner, you can't see it. There's no I see what's going around that corner, that your character actually has to move up. And I like that because it forces people to make decisions that are more realistic. Now, this is very tactical of me. As you can probably guess at this point, I'm very much into the tactical combat aspect of Pathfinder, and I like that this adds the true tactical element where they have to, spend an action to move their characters to see what is going on around the corner. And yeah, I think it is a real big improvement. I really like that aspect of online gaming, as well as, all the automation features and, well, pretty much everything else that online gaming brings to the table. And one thing I wanted to say, it's funny, I've mentioned this before in other shows, that I have been doing online gaming in one form or another for over 10 years now. And that's pretty much how we play weekly before I even did this podcast. To the point that when I play in person, I actually don't even know how to do it anymore. It's kind of weird because I'm so used to having so many things automated for me. I have a huge number of macros and automated roles and just a lot of automation that when I'm at the table, I have to look things up and remember things and have to actually roll dice and do all this other crazy things. And it's gotten to the point that for me, playing online is actually my natural habitat, and playing in person is weird. And I'm wondering if this is going to start happening eventually when we start going back to conventions and so forth and people start playing in person once again. I am very curious. But for now, I really like the online aspect and I like to use it to its fullest extent. And in this case, that means limited line of sight, which makes this combat very tricky for everyone, including myself. So keep that in mind. I also adhere to the line of sight for my own creatures. Even though I can see the whole board, I try to keep it that they can only see, the monsters, what they can see, and that's that. So I don't really actually have much more to say about this week. This is one of those areas of the adventure where there is just a lot of fighting. And, it sort of goes, as I said before, the David's Eddings method, where we have plot development, travel, fighting. Well, this is sort of fighting. Although we try to make the fighting fun, and obviously we're doing a lot of jokes during fighting, a lot of kidding during fighting. And I will say, remember, I am actually not a killer GM, and I only play one on TV. So when you hear me cackling and acting crazy, I really don't believe this as much as it sounds like I do. I know people are going to think, oh my God, Steve, you are terrible. You're the meanest GM, period. Not really. I also know what's going on and that these are going to be very, very, more or less, winnable fights for the PC. So you can actually tell. Here's a little bit of a hint. If I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to kill you and I'm just going to like murder you and just make everything really, really hard for you, that usually means that they're fighting very simple and easy to kill monsters. It's when I'm quiet and actually helping out the PCs, that's when they're in trouble. That is when I realize, wow, if I played to the max and did everything in my power to kill the PCs, I probably will kill them all, because these monsters and this encounter is really hard. Not that I don't play it to the hardest, but there's a big difference between playing the encounter at 60% versus 100% capacity. And I only play some encounters at 100% capacity, usually with the other group. Actually, with the other group, I'm almost always at 100, even with the toughest encounters, because they like it that way. They like it really, really hard, so I do not pull any punches ever. But I will say, now that the PCs are level 4, they're definitely really living longer. What I mean by that is they can take a punch, and even if I ramp it up and try as hard as I can, before, at the levels 1 and 2, they'd just be dropping left and right. Now, it takes a lot. It's actually really hard to make them drop, and I really got to work at it. Not that, again, I'm trying to kill the PCs, but they definitely can take punches. Their hit points are in the 70s. They have decent armor classes. They have really good saving throws. They really can take a punch or two. And there's, as you're going to find out, a ton of healing. A ton of healing going on from now on, and they are constantly getting overhealed and healed every single round with lots of tricks. So I don't feel so bad for them anymore, and you shouldn't either. But just keep that in mind when you listen to this week's episode. So this week's show notes, do check out the RPG Superstar contest. You can see it at rpgsuperstar.com. You can see all the winning entries, and we're working on the book. The book will be out hopefully in early 2021. We're starting on it now. So when that is available and we start having some previews, I will let you know. But, you can see all the winning monsters, and you can see which ones made the cut and won and so forth. And do also check out, we updated the Patreon, so just go to patreon.rollforcombat.com, and you can check out all the cool stuff we have there. You can sponsor us for as little as $2. You can do $5 and get the shows early, $10 to listen live. We have t-shirts at higher levels. We have hangouts, and we even have private games. So check that out if you're interested in hanging out with us. And of course, do check out the Discord channel, because why wouldn't you? Where you can hang out with us and talk and share things and play games, and just go to discord.rollforcombat.com, and you too can do all those cool things and be cool like me. But with that, let's get to this week's episode.
Yeah, what's the plan, Otteron? We'll listen to you on this.
Lauren Sake is playing Hap, the Starlight Sparrow, a human fire elementalist sorcerer.
I think we have to go in as a group and see how they react, which will likely be immediate violence.
Rob Pontius is playing Otteron, Uncanny Otteron's cauldron of curious concoctions, a human witch of curses.
It's going to be immediate violence, but I'm ready for it.
Rob Termarco is playing Darius Varys, Darius's daring destructions, a half-elf monk of the mountain style.
All right, hot hands?
Hot hands.
Okay, watch this new trick I learned. And I'm going to kind of tap the animal staff on the ground. Dink. And I'm going to transfer a little bit of glow from my hands into the head of the staff. And then, all right. And then I'm going to offer you the head of the staff with a little bit of glow on it.
And I cup it in both of my hands.
And then you receive the glow.
I'm ready. Step behind in the curtain.
So, are you stepping through the curtain so everyone else can see?
I'm about to say, people, I'm stepping through the curtain now.
We're going through the curtain together.
Yeah, we're going in as a group.
Vanessa Hoskins is playing Alhara Varys, the amazingly agile Alhara, a half-elf gymnast swashbuckler.
I will try to tell them to lay down as we go in. We'll see if anyone listens.
Can you guys move up just a little bit so we can get in behind
I
you?
just did.
Okay, thanks.
So you walk in, and as you walk in, you see 2 velociraptors, and they seem to be, you're not exactly sure what's going on, but you hear some grunts, like commands going on, and you immediately can smell Zolgaths. So, the first thing is that everybody has to give me a fortitude save, because
I'm gonna
That was
burn.
a hell of a curtain if it held the smell back.
well,
I'm gonna
it's
burn
within
my
it's within
nose.
30 feet. So, and you were just outside of the range.
Oh, I got a 20.
21 Frateron.
Okay, so everyone got it. And there's actually something I learned, that we don't need you to, if there's the same types of Zolgaths, you don't need to roll individually for each of them.
Oh, nice.
So, let's see. Zolgaths, what is the DC for these? It doesn't say, but I presume it's high enough. So it stinks in here, but you're all immune at least for, well, a minute. And, well, what do? You just see velociraptors kind of entranced with, well, you don't exactly see Zolgaths. Maybe you do a little bit, Darius, because there's curtains in front of you, but you just see velociraptors kind of doing something weird.
Velociraptors are doing something weird?
Like they seem to be like distracted, almost like, I don't know, you're training a dog.
Oh,
I
nice.
see.
Time is a wasting. Hot hands are falling away.
All right. Well, next round, I guess.
You tell me,
Wow.
are you guys going into combat, or are you...
Well,
I'm
we're
stepping-
just tracking our time in 6
Yeah.
seconds intervals.
Okay.
Stepping forward.
All right, well, in that case, here, I'll put
I'll
us,
actually just stay
I'll
back
put
here
us
for
in
now.
combat.
Yeah, just so we can track time.
Roll for combat!
Oh, joy. Alhara's first.
I'm shocked.
Okay, well, you're first, and you see, again, this velociraptor that is kind of ignoring you and seems to be focused on something behind the curtain, as if it's like, I don't know, being trained or distracted. It looks like you would train a dog.
In that case, based on that and the smell, there's probably Zolgaths around here somewhere. Alhara is going to essentially take an action to slam her bow staff on the ground a couple times, making a loud cracking sound to get whatever it is attention. And I'm going to try and do a demoralize. Can I do a demoralize against a creature I'm pretty sure is there but can't see?
With a penalty.
I mean, that's fine. I'd probably do that. So this is going to be an intimidation roll. Fantastic. Did I mention I'm not trained in intimidation? So she cracks her staff on the ground, rolls a total of a 9 for 9. And it's like, hey, you better put down your weapons or we're going to fight you. Yeah.
So, first of all, you don't speak their language, so that would be a
Nope.
-4. They can't see you, so I'll give a couple more minuses.
Yep.
So all they hear is... It's like a Peanuts cartoon. So,
Yep.
the velociraptors, on the other hand, flick their heads towards you and notice you right away. Because
Cool.
they just hear sound. And they're
And
like, huh?
Yeah, and then let's see. I'm going to use one action to set up a parry and start moving my bow staff around across my body, spinning it around. And my third action, can I just do a seek to see if I can find any hidden Zolgaths?
Sure.
All right, and that is a hidden check, I believe, or a secret check.
Yeah, you see one Zolgath way to the west. You can see the small piece of him. It looks like they're holding a rabbit, or a dead rabbit, and they're kind of like training the velociraptors like you would train your dog to like sit and stay. And you're guessing the one in front of you is probably doing the exact same thing, but there's a large black curtain in front of you. But with the stench, you're pretty sure there's also a Zolgath 10 feet in front of where you are.
Gotcha.
Behind that curtain is not
Right.
a brand new car.
I see. Yeah, I'll whisper to the others then. One to the left, one straight ahead.
Darius is up as well, and Darius has a little bit better view of that one to the northwest. The velociraptors are now looking at you with the
They
curiosity.
are now looking at us.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
with the curiosity. They're not doing anything. No.
Okay.
No.
I will. I'm gonna move. Step here. Step here. How's that
Okay.
so far?
Yes, you see 2 Zolgaths and 2 Velociraptors. 4 in total, flanking you from the left and to the right. That can't end poorly at all.
Then I step here. I'm not done moving.
Wow, you are just like are you streaking? Are you streaking
No,
through these places?
I'm walking like I belong there.
Okay.
Just walking casually, looking at them.
I think it would be funny if you're like running through like they're just
No.
like, what was that?
No, I'm walking, and I'm walking to this opposite position here.
All right. There's a lot of curtains. There's curtains to the south. There's curtains to the east. There's curtains to the southwest, to the west, to the southeast. This place obviously has been curtained out beyond belief.
I try and repeat the word for sit in Undercommon that Ataran just said, and I will use Intimidate
Wow. Okay. Against what?
as my second action.
Against what?
Against
That's clever.
Against the Zulgath.
Oh gosh.
Zolgath, you're gonna.
Telling him to sit down.
Wow. Okay.
And I point to the ground,
Wow.
and I say in his language, Uka Duka, whatever it is. I'm assuming it's
That's
Uka
it.
Duka.
That's it. Uka
It's
Duka.
Uka Duka.
That's it. You got it on the first try.
I'm an undercommon savant.
Oh.
You're a savant of some sort.
Mm,
You roll. I don't.
I am rolling.
20.
Wow.
Come on.
that's critical.
Come on.
That is a critical.
When a big guy comes up to you and goes, Uka Duka, you lay down.
oh my
Whatever it
god.
means, and he points to the ground. You hit the deck.
Uka Duka. Critical success. Frightened 2. He doesn't sit down, but he's like, ah! You know what? He was so intent on training his pet Velociraptor that you basically went boo behind him and scared the crap out of
Oh
him.
my god.
And he's like, ah! This like 7-foot tall humanoid just went Uka Duka to him.
Is
Like,
there a big Uka Duka on the floor now?
It might be.
And then I take the mountain stance,
Wow.
and I am done.
Okay. Well, the stalker to the west sees this and is like, oh, he's like all fumbling with his trying to get weapons and did not expect some mountain of a man to show up. And then he says something to the Velociraptor, and you think it's a command word of some sort, and points to Darius.
Do I hear it?
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense to you, even though it's in Undercommon. It means nothing to you.
Okay.
Maybe it's a name of the creature.
Atron is up.
Ataran will call out loudly in Undercommon. If you lay down, you will not be killed, and you will have a chance to leave. And Ataran will move, guess, up next to Alhara, and kind of like looking over to the side.
Okay. Well, you see lots of Velociraptors.
And I will evil eye the one raptor.
Which one?
Left one or
Yeah,
right
the one I
one?
can really see.
Number 6. Okay, the one to the northwest.
Atron's eyes go wide as they just glare at the raptor.
Ooh,
Critical failure. Frightened 2.
Oh, why is everything frightened?
It's Uka Duka, that's why.
You know,
Because Uka Duka.
these raptors were just trying to play with their masters.
Their master.
They were just playing fetch, and
I mean, they still could.
I
be
haven't
playing
punched
fetch.
anybody. If
Yeah.
you
Yep.
notice.
They've just been warned, and one animal has been mildly scared.
And I'm shouting to Hap. Hap, I haven't punched anyone yet, even though my hands are hot.
Okay, thank you.
okay. Well, the scared one says the same word, and then runs to the west.
Wait. I have a reaction, but it means I have to hit him.
Yeah, that's correct. So you tell me what you're gonna do.
I let him go.
Ooh.
All right. Well, he runs behind the curtain to the west. Sorry, to the east. He's running to the east. And the command word was again it's undercommon, means nothing to you. You have no idea what it meant.
But we can say it and point at them.
Ataran would say, I have no idea what they are calling out.
Guess we're about to find out.
Okay, so he basically picked up his stuff, ran to the east, and went behind the curtain. And so Velociraptor number 7, the one that was being talked to by the one that was scared. And that frightened goes down by 1, right? So it's frightened 1 now?
I mean, at the end of its turn.
That was the end of its turn.
Then yeah.
Oh, that's all it did. Okay.
Yeah, I gave a command and ran off.
Okay. Well, the Velociraptor runs over to Darius and, yep, attacks.
Oh no!
Hap, it's biting me. I'm gonna punch it.
22. I presume
Just hits.
that's a hit. 8 points of damage. So the Velociraptor comes up to you and it's like, rah, 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 and it starts biting you, and you're like, that is not fun. Not fun at all. And then it tries to talon you. 18, even with a -8.
Miss.
Barely missing you. So this Velociraptor is like trying to attack you. You're trying to like push it away, but obviously it looks like they were told a command word to attack you because they pointed at you directly. And so, yeah. Hap, this is all happening behind curtains and people. You have no idea what's going on.
I do know that
I
Darius
did
said
yell.
it bit me.
It's biting me
Yeah.
now. I'm gonna punch it.
Yeah, so I guess it's go time. But I can't see anything, so I have to start moving. So I'm just going to do this slowly until I can see something. That way I can react appropriately. I know Darius went off to the left, so I'm going to maybe veer that way.
I mean, this literally is like a maze of mirrors. Now I'm looking at it. It's really hard to navigate, so... Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see. All right, so that was
20.
5, 10, 15...
20. You can't go around the hard corner diagonally.
Oh,
if
okay,
it's
okay.
impossible. So you move
Okay.
20.
Okay. From this position, I will... I can use my elemental toss and then move back. Or I can use produce flame, because I can only see the one Velociraptor. Let's go with the produce flame for 2 actions. Okay, so I'm gonna come up beside Atron. I can see that there's a Velociraptor here, and Darius is narrowly on the other side of this curtain. Let's put hands together and release some fire. All right, produce flame coming at you. Can I hit with a 25, please?
Are you doing that on Velociraptor number 6?
The only one I can see, which is that
Yeah.
one.
Critically hit.
Woohoo!
26 points of damage.
Yes.
Whew.
And it has set aflame. Burn, baby, burn.
Wow.
It's more than set aflame. It's now barbecue Velociraptor. You have some good eating. So, for the animal lover in you, you're turning into the animal diner in you, because it's dead, like
I eat
beyond
meat.
dead.
I eat meat. I'm not.
Good job, Drew
I'm not a
Barrymore.
vegetarian.
Burn it up.
Yeah, well, that one's dead. You hear a Zolgath crying to the west. He killed his pet.
Yeah, well, they had the chance. Okay, I mean,
Well, Alhara's up. Poor Zolgath. You killed his pet Velociraptor, Timmy. Now Atron realizes, oh, they were saying their name, and his name was Timmy.
Mm-hmm. Evil GM trick 101. Always trying to make you feel guilty for defeating the things that are going to murder you. All right, well, Alhara, seeing that violence has ensued and knowing that there is a stinky Zolgath to the left, and nothing to prevent her sister and Joyfriend from getting attacked, is going to move over to the left, interceding between them, definitely set up another parry just to be sure, and then proceed to... let's trip this one. It hasn't done anything directly active against us. So we're going to try to trip it with the bow staff. Oh.
Critical fail. Someone falls down on the brush. Alhara.
Oh no!
This is embarrassing. Do I spend a hero point just to not be embarrassed?
No, you just take it on the chin.
Or the
I
blood,
saw you
as
do
the
it.
case may be.
I saw you do it. I saw everything happen.
Oh my gosh. All right, so
Oh.
she's spinning her
Awkward.
staff around her to parry, and then when she goes to swing it in a wide sweep around her, misjudges
She
how
slips on
close
poop.
she is to the corner, and then just smacks the staff right in the corner. And sort of the jarring force of the whole thing puts her off balance, and she stumbles and falls down on her knees.
So that's what she thinks happened. What really happened, because she was standing on top of Timmy the Velociraptor, she actually slipped on some of Timmy's blood and entrails that are on the ground. And when she falls right on top of Timmy and is now covered in feathers and ash.
You're mean.
Oh no, Alhara.
Feathers and ash. I like that we're using accurate dinos.
Ash on ass? Ash.
Yeah, ass on ash, exactly. All right, cool. So I'm covered in the grossest stuff ever.
So, was that 2 actions or 3?
Well, I stupidly used my second action to set up my parry before swinging because I just figured that's what I was going to do with the third one.
So you are on the ground
So I'm-
permanently? Great.
I am both parrying and prone.
Darius just saw that. Darius,
Yeah,
being the big brother he is
Yeah.
putting that away for later. So he can
Not
use
for
that.
later. I'm using that now.
Oh, he's gonna use it now.
Yeah,
He's,
yeah.
he's like, oh boy, that is prime A brother
Alhara.
sister material.
I know you pray to Kyrgyz, but who's the god of sticks? Perhaps you need to pray to them to swing yours around better. And I wail on this Velociraptor.
Look on the bright side. At least you didn't summon squirrels.
Oh, that was a good one.
That is true.
All right, here comes some hot hands, falling stone, strike, flurry.
Oh no.
Atron can't see
Velociraptor,
Darius at
there will
all.
be no more. I know. You just hear stuff behind the curtain. Behind the curtain is a brand
go.
new.
There's 11 points of
Punch.
bludgeoning, but 8 points magic fang.
Oh my god. 19.
Nice.
Yeah.
You punch it so hard that the feathers just go flying in every direction, and this thing is
Aw.
like there's actually stars on top of its head. You can
I see the stars. Oh,
Oh
20,
no!
Oh, you mean.
15 damage with the magic fang.
Good old magic
The
fang.
Velociraptor is no more. And then you hear from behind the curtain another sob and scream, and you realize Atron's like, oh, this one was named Sunny. Sunny the Velociraptor.
Then I move next to Alhara, right? And then can I spend an action lifting Alhara up? Is that a thing I can do? Is stand up an ally?
Ooh.
Well, you attack twice and then move. Or was that?
That was
No,
flurry.
That's a flurry of blows. I
There
got
you
one
go.
more action.
Nice.
I
guess.
interact with my sister to put her in a standing position.
Sure. Do an aid check. Ooh.
Aid?
You fall down with her. Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba.
Would it be with athletics?
athletics?
Sure. Just do athletics. We'll see what happens. I'm going to make it super low. But you're in combat, and there are
Whatever.
Velociraptor's guts all over the place.
Mm.
Don't screw this up. What's a 12? You know what?
You rolled a 2. This was
I
so
will
close.
say
But I can
that-
lift a person up who wants to be stood up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
2
but
is what a commoner can do pretty easily.
Yeah,
or
but
not 2.
you're-
10 is.
again, you're in the middle of combat. There's guts and blood all around her. You'd give her one of those football grabs, but you slip and she falls back down because you rolled a 2. You rolled a
That's
2.
true. I did roll a 2.
The
That's
lowest
true.
DC possible is a 14. You rolled a 12.
Alhara, you're too slippery with guts.
Thanks, brother.
I mean, if you rolled in the 20s, I'd say sure, but
Yeah.
you rolled barely critically failing. What do you want from me? I can't give it with a 2. Okay.
Understood.
The Zolgath
Understood.
sees this hunkin' man meat in front of him. A woman who fell on the ground, who's like swinging her staff left and right, trying to parry, like, on top of his dead pet. He is angry. He's so mad at you.
Yeah.
Dare you kill Timmy?
He might not be dead. He's gonna be really angry when Atron comes up and like lifts him up like a dummy. Like, I'm okay, Dad.
Oh my gosh. That's horrible.
Yeah, it would be. I should have played that kind of character.
He's taking his...
Like the evil clown.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
He's just gonna take his jaws. He's not even caring. He's just gonna bite Alhara. Because she's there. And she's on top of his pet. 17. So what the heck is your AC?
My AC is 22, but I take a -2 penalty for being flat-footed because I'm prone. So the DC they're looking for, or AC rather, is 20. Miss.
Okay.
AC and DC?
AC is a DC.
Ah.
So he misses trying to bite you. And in between the tears, he tries to claw you.
Oh no.
Oh!
Are you kidding me?
critical hit.
2.
12 points of damage. He got his just desserts because somebody is sitting on his pet. How dare you?
How dare I?
Dare you?
How dare I?
And he feels emboldened by ripping a big hunk of flesh out of you. And he takes a little taste of it and then bites you again with his claws. That didn't make sense. 20!
It didn't. It really didn't.
I hit you!
God, are you kidding me?
And a -8! Dun, 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 dun. A new car! 7 points of damage! Max damage!
I'm feeling pretty foolish.
He's feeling pretty happy right about now. He's got a big smile on his face in between the tears and your blood and guts on his claws.
I tried to be
licking
nice.
them.
I tried to just trip him instead of actually murdering him with my bow staff, and this is what I get. This is the thanks I get for mercy.
You killed Timmy. Atron's up.
Ataran will extend their arms out as black raven wings come out from their arms, and as they bring their arms in, the feathers fly off and then surround Alhara as Ataran uses life boost for 1 focus point. So you get fast healing 4, and then Ataran will... What's the one where you seek cover or something? Take cover. Ataran will try to use, I guess, the corner for cover, like against the wall.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
Okay. So the one that was hiding decides to no longer hide as you killed Sunny.
Uh-oh, Cher's coming.
Oh no. I cannot stand up against Cher.
Zolgath, Skulker, shows up running towards Ataran because you're the closest one and just bites you.
Word.
16. But you have a 17 AC.
Yeah,
right?
my normal armor class is 17.
Miss. And then they try to claw you. 10. I don't know how it's happening. I mean, Alhara's literally on the ground and half dead. Atron, who has like no armor, is just standing there and is dodging this thing Matrix style like it's no problem whatsoever.
Ataran turned around and gave like a Zoolander glare.
Hap is up. Hap, there's a lot of things going around here and they all stink.
Yeah. I only see one target, so I'm gonna use my first action to move because I'd like to see 2 targets, so I could potentially get an electric arc out. Ah, there it is. All right, I see a target next to Alhara, and I see a target next to this, or that is the Zolgath. So, this time I'm gonna put my hands together, you know, as if I was summoning the fire, but then I kind of close 3 of my fingers so that I've just got index fingers pointing out. I kind of make like an electric arc, and then just electric arc into these 2 targets.
You have an acrobatic friend. Do you have a friend who throws darts?
Okay, so you're throwing electric arc at the Zolgath.
Looks like 3 and 4.
3 and 4. You can hit both.
With electric arc.
2 targets within 30 feet. It doesn't actually matter how close they are to each other. They just have to be within 30 feet of me.
Okay, well, number 3 rolls a 27
Okay, half damage.
and a 25.
And half damage, so 5 and 5.
Half of 9
Is 4.
Oh, okay.
That's the problem with Lauren, always trying to cheat. Alhara, You're on the floor.
Whew.
You've been hit twice.
Yep.
Everyone get on the floor. Everybody do the dinosaur.
That was already happening.
Oh,
They were doing the dinosaur.
that was pretty good.
You know,
Pretty
I
good.
was gonna come over and save you, but now I'm feeling like maybe I shouldn't. Nah, just kidding, I'm gonna. All right.
No, now I'm gonna save you.
No. First action, Ahara is going to stand up. Second action, run over toward Atron. And third, shove this thing away from them and try and stand between them. 16 versus its fortitude DC.
It's Fortitude DC. Do not succeed.
Oh my gosh, my dice. I rolled a 5. This is horrible. All right, well, that's it then. She runs over. She tries to push this thing away from Atron. Fails. She turns to them. Stand back. I'll take it. Get out of here.
Did you heal up 4? I can't see.
Oh, no. I will do that now. Thank you.
Aha!
Darius is up.
All right, let's flurry of blows. This is Zulgath.
They were so happy what they did to Alhara.
Crunch. 26.
I have a feeling they're not going to be happy for much longer, though.
That's gonna be 9 bludgeoning plus 5 magic fang. Magic
14
fang.
points of damage. Crunch.
Is the best.
Zolgath teeth go flying out of its mouth.
Strike. Flurry number 2. 21 to hit.
How much damage?
21 to hit, but 11 points of total damage. Bludgeoning plus magic fang.
As you kill the Zolgath, it crumbles down, grabbing Timmy, the Velociraptor, in its arms, coughing out blood, petting Timmy's head, and Atron hears it in uncommon say, "I'm coming for you, Timmy. We'll live together again." And he dies.
Atron just nods. It's what they would have wanted.
Now my second action. I'm gonna move 1.
Wow, he doesn't even pay homage to the beautiful thing he just saw in front of him as he killed the Zolgath.
No, don't worry. We're going to make it even more beautiful. All of them are about to see Timmy again.
Oh my
Don't worry,
god.
you're all gonna be together very soon. And then my third strike, I will punch this Zulgath.
Wow, you're not making this easy on me. Now I feel like I have to kill every single one of you.
Okay, now
Pretty
I rolled a
sure you were
19
trying.
Total,
Oh, I
and
wasn't
it's
trying.
flat-footed.
I wasn't trying. Now I'm trying. Yeah, I know it's flat-footed. I know the rules. Unlike some
Look at that
podcasts.
damage. Oh, I feel so good. It's 12 plus 7, 19 damage.
Oh, that Zolgath is in bad shape. Bad shape, I tell you.
And then I say,
you're up.
Ooka Dooka.
Wow,
Binya Pollywog?
that's really mean. Okay, Zolgath is almost dead. He's flanked by nearly everyone. Atron is up.
Atron
Don't evil
glares.
eye.
Yep, Atron glares at the Zolgath in front of them.
Oh no, he fails.
Frightened 1. And then Atron just gestures with a hand. And Rula Vodik throwing maybe
The
Timmy's
skull.
feeding
Yeah.
bowl at him.
Timmy's
Aw.
bones.
You throwing his bowl?
Wow.
Are you throwing the water bowl? Or is it the food bowl?
Whatever has more in it. 9
Oh.
damage for the 21.
Whew.
And this one tries to crawl over to behind the curtain where Sunny is, but doesn't make it and just drops dead. Hap, you're up.
Is that it? Are there any more?
No, it's not over.
They seem to be
Is there-
upset.
No, I'm asking you guys. Are there any more?
Not that I see.
Okay.
Obviously, we're out of combat.
No, you're not out of combat. You're up, Hap. What are you doing?
There are lots
Alright,
of curtains. There could be more.
I don't see anyone. I'm gonna use one action to move next to in between Darius and Alhara, and I'm gonna use 2 actions to ready an action to cast Electric Arc at the first. I'll cast Produce Flame at the first target I see.
Okay. Okay. Here we go.
I believe you can only ready a single action or free
That's correct.
action.
That's correct.
Okay,
You can't do
and
that.
All right, already elemental toss.
Perfect.
Wow, you can't ready a normal spell? Interesting.
No, you can't
Yeah.
ready anything that takes... We've gone through this like 10 times.
Yeah.
Anything that's 2 actions or more, you can't.
Yeah, choose a single action or free action you can use and designate a trigger. Yada yada.
Interesting.
And then when you use it, you just do it as a reaction. So it uses that action
Yeah.
rather than moving around an initiative.
Which is way better.
From the north, from behind the curtain, Zolgath appears.
Bum, bum, bum.
So does Hap's thing go off, or?
Yeah, I think we'll go off.
All right, go.
Burn.
Elemental toss.
Now,
Ba-doo,
it's
ba-doo,
behind
ba-doo,
the
boop.
pillar, so you get a -2.
Yeah, but this is what I got. Ah, 15 probably misses.
Elemental toss does 17 points of damage.
It's a
yeah.
focus spell, so.
Oh my god.
It's a really good spell.
Wait, are you saying 15 does hit?
No.
okay.
But if it did, I would have been very upset with you.
I think it's also a really, really good damage roll. It's nearly max damage.
This thing is like charging in, like, ah! It's like screaming and yelling and just whipping its arms all about at Hap. Why not?
Oof.
She did just throw fire in its face.
13. That misses Hap.
Gonna use a villain point?
Don't need to.
Oh no. That sounds threatening.
Okay.
Alhara's up.
Let's see if I can redeem myself in the rest of this sad battle. First, let me heal 4 hit points from this hex. I'm going... now I'm feeling better. She is going to attempt to cartwheel around this thing's square with a tumble through. 29 versus its reflex DC.
Woo! Yeah, that will easily make it and then some, I presume.
Fantastic. That's going to give her panache. Also put her in a flanking position, and this thing is flat-footed against her anyway. And then she is going to immediately use that panache by turning around with a very swift and decisive kick to its nether regions, its ova depositor, if you will.
It's cloaca.
It's cloaca. She's going to kick it in the cloaca. This is a confident finish, unarmed strike. 17 against its flat-footed armor class.
Yeah.
Measly.
You don't have to say flat-footed, I know.
Measly 8.
I love to say it.
Yeah,
I love to
it's
say
good.
it.
And it's nice
makes
for
us feel good.
the folks at home listening and carrying
the folks at
along to
home.
know that we're doing such a good strategic job with a poor damage roll for a measly 8
Terrible.
points.
Terrible damage roll. You
Can I
barely
just-
hit it.
Okay, here's the thing. Can I just share for a second? It was a D4 plus 2D6 plus 3, and I only got 8 points of damage. It's like, come on. I had all these dice.
Oh, are you using your Nerf staff?
Well, this isn't the staff. This is unarmed, which, I'm not as cool as some monks.
Are you wearing soft gloves made of a sweater wrapped around your fists? Probably.
Big brother.
I'll go. Alhara, watch this. Watch me punch this thing into oblivion.
Uh-huh.
One day you will be able to punch things into oblivion.
If you miss now,
Nope, I'm actually hoping I miss. It's funnier. Flurry of blows. First strike. 24. Which is 26, because it's flarted.
Yeah.
10 points of damage, 6 bludgeoning for Magical Fang.
Yep.
Second strike. Falling Stone. Crunch. That's not a good.
Yes.
Miss. But make your DC 20 Fortitude save against Stunning Fist.
25.
You did great. And now, I will punch him again. For the Hail Galarian 17?
Say it again like you
Yes!
just did. Say it like that.
17?
Sounds like someone stepped on your nards.
No, that's a way different sound. That's going to be 14 damage points of punching. And then I take a bow.
Whew.
Latron's up.
let's see. Opteron would, I guess, step back, seek cover, and look around carefully with Seek.
You see a lot of dead things.
Yeah, that happens.
Haps up.
What is this little green sliver I see over on the other side of the hay bale?
Nothing. Cheating. That's you cheating. That's what that is.
So what you're saying is I see like a foot under that curtain.
Maybe if I stand here long enough, they won't notice and they'll just leave.
I don't really have anything better to do, so I'll
just burn.
Okay, so I see that there's a torch on the wall in front of Darius. I'll just subtly manipulate the flames in that torch to be just like, a few like tiny like butterflies in front of Darius's face, and he knows what's happening. He knows what's happening, and he feels guidance. And then I'll use another action to take cover behind this pillar so that I have some kind of AC bonus, and that's all I'm gonna do.
Lahara.
I keep getting shown up by my brother. I gotta do something. Alhara is going to charge off through curtains into the unknown and into danger to prove that she has every bit as much combat and athletic prowess as her big, strong, dorky brother. So she's going to start moving directly to the east, pushing through a curtain to find nothing.
That's not true. Give me a fortitude save.
You find a trap.
26. Sounds like I found a really powerful smell.
Found a smell that was way worse than the ones you just smelled. This one smelled like... First one smelled like, I don't know, a garbage can threw up. This one smells like a garbage can threw up into a sewer.
Or threw up a sewer. All right, well, that was only 10 feet of my giant amount of movement, so she's going to continue on. 20 feet, looks like around a curtain to reveal a whole bunch of stuff. Hey, I found out where they're all hiding. Ooh, and before I forget, let me put those 4 more hit points on for my fast healing 4. All right, so that was one action, and it looks like we've got a dinosaur and potentially a couple other Zolgaths. It's hard to sort of tell, but since Dino Friend is right here up front, let's just go ahead and take care of it first. Let's see, there's one action. Let's just swing the bow staff at it. Let's just try to get it out of the way. 14 against its armor class.
Not even close.
Not even close. Wow, this must be a very well-trained dino. Last action, in that case, I'm going to go ahead and put up a parry.
Yeah,
and I am done.
Alright, this dinosaur looks very different than the other ones you just fought.
Uh-oh.
Now he tells me. Not when I see the dinosaur, but only when it actually acts on its turn. It's okay, it's cool.
It looks very similar to the Velociraptors, but only when you see it in action do you realize it's much faster and much more nimble than those Velociraptors. It's sort of like looking at dogs. Like, you can't tell which is the better dog. They're like kind of look the same. But once you see them in action, like fetching a ball, you're like, oh boy, this dog is way more agile than that other dog.
You're like, holy cow, look how fast that corgi is.
Something like that.
I like when you're at the dog park and you throw the ball and like all the fast dogs go and like after it, but then there's just some little derpy chunker who's just moving the little legs as fast as they can. Yeah. We just fought the derpy chunkers. This is the Greyhound.
Yeah, that's right.
So this one is going to talon you. It's going to jump in your face and like start ripping its talons at you. Let's see what happens.
I don't like it.
19.
19's a miss. Currently AC 22.
And then it runs to the north as one action. Then it talons you again.
What? Strike and move, strike and move.
This thing is dynamite. This thing can move, bob, and weave and do all these cool things. Whew. And you're like, uh-oh. 21.
Ooh, it's a miss because I parried. Woohoo.
You actually parry it. That's so cool.
That's so cool.
So satisfying.
So the talon comes in. First time in 4 levels. It comes in to attack, and Alhara, moving her bow staff back and forth across her body, is able to hook the talon and just sort of push the whole claw away.
and then it moves again. It's
Oh
like
my
circling
gosh.
around you. This thing is super fast. Like it's just running around you. While it's running around you, it's just hitting you with its jaws and talons. And now it's doing another talon strike.
Oh, bring it.
All right, 7. That's a miss.
You know what that's more than? It's a critical miss, and I'm allowed to do an opportune riposte. Haha.
Go right ahead.
Ooh.
So I'm going to go ahead and swing my bow staff back at it as it opens itself up.
So like you push the talon aside, and then you just like smack it in the head.
Yeah, totally pushing the talon aside. I see its attack pattern. 27 to hit for 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, you hit it.
Fantastic.
That upset the leaders. You see a Zolgath. This one appears much different than the other ones you've been fighting.
Oh, jeez.
This one appears to be much smarter, if there's such a thing. It seems to have pouches, and you notice it has lots of traps and trap-making equipment on it. It's also wearing a breastplate, has a great axe and several javelins. And it has in its hand a rather large great pick, and decides to put that great pick into your face. Flanking!
But I like my face.
Oh
my
a
gosh.
9. What did he roll? He rolled a 3.
Wow.
So critical miss,
Critical miss.
but someone already used a reaction.
I know. I know.
Hey, Steve, why was that -5?
Oh, you're right. It's not -5. I don't know
It
why I
would-
did that.
So it would be a
It's only
regular miss.
It's still a miss. It's a 14. You're right. I don't know what the heck I was doing. Anyhow, so it did one action to move, one action to attack you with its great axe, but then it's going to do a backhand. Now this one will be -5.
Okay.
And you're like, ugh, this great pick is
Whew.
nasty.
Whew.
23.
Oh, that will definitely hit. Ah.
10 points of piercing damage.
Ouch.
Crunch into you.
Ow.
If it wasn't for Ataran's healing hex, Alhara would be in, well, a lot more pain than she is now, that's for sure.
Yeah, I didn't ask. You healed up this round?
I did.
Great.
But now you're seeing another Zolgath that's very similar to this one. If you could tell, you'd think one was male and one was female. This one is a little beefier than the one you're just fighting and does not have a pick in its hand. It has a great axe in its hand.
Ooh.
Gary?
Walks up to Alhara, tries to hit you, misses with a 16.
Whew, my goodness.
Ooh, look at that critical damage. That would have been fun. And then tries one more time.
Yeah, for those of you listening at home, the program we use basically uses a macro that shows you what the damage would be if it had hit, because it doesn't know. And it was 30 points of crit damage on that first swing.
Yeah, well, the second swing it hit you and did 13 points of damage without critting.
Oh, that's too many damages.
That's a lot of damages.
And I can't even see you over there.
No, she decided to run off into the distance
Yeah.
behind
And I heard
curtains.
I heard a lot of yelling come from over
You
there.
hear a
Mhm.
lot of yelling, a lot of screaming. Darius, give me a fortitude save.
Sure, hold on.
Because it got extra stinky. 29, you were fine.
29. Oh, this is like a fine,
fine.
beautiful Drakkar Noir.
Okay, well, you can see Alhara bleeding in many places, and a super fast dinosaur running around her. And you don't quite see what she's fighting, but you hear a lot of fighting. You're up. Running through the hay. Oh, there he is. Oh, boy.
Don't forget you've got Guido.
Ooh. Oh, he's really getting in there. Oh, wait, how much is that?
I can move 35 in mountain stance, and without mountain stance, it's 40.
Oh, you're right. That's as far as you can go while in mountain stance.
Well, I have 5 feet more, but I don't think there's a wall there, right?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No, that's
it's
35, yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay, I didn't count the diagonal.
Yeah.
All right. Well, which one of these two crazy Zolgaths is the bigger problem?
The one to the south
The pick.
has a pick. The one to the southwest has a great axe.
Both with blood on them, you might
Yeah.
note.
I guess I will have to work clockwise. So for my second action, I will flurry of blows the one directly to Darius's south.
Which is the one with the pick.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that the right one? I'll hit whatever one you want, Alhara.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Pick one.
Yeah.
They both hurt, so.
23 to hit,
You.
and it's going to be
Hit.
14 damages.
Which
14.
one's that? Which one?
That's the one directly to his south.
One
The
fang.
fang fighter.
One fang.
Yep.
One fang. Second strike.
14 points of damage to one fang. Don't kill it too quick.
Oh, yeah. Is that would that be what do I want to call a critical hit?
Ooh, you rolled a 20, so I think so.
No.
Yes.
Oh, I rolled
Do
a
you-
20.
no.
That's a
Do you-
critical hit.
Yes.
So, the magic fang damage, I'm assuming, is not doubled in a
I
critical?
think
It is,
double.
yeah.
It is. So that's going to be 16 base and then 4 more. So 20 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Darius.
Showing up your little sister.
Yeah, you hit it pretty
again.
hard. It's still alive. Suck it.
Well, let's. No, I don't know how to answer that. I'm going to strike it. I'm going to do battle medicine on Alhara.
Also, stunning fist.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Make a DC 20 stunning fist.
I'm making a new rule that
Oh,
only.
and also
the
because they
player-
were forceful. No, we remind each other because we're a loving family.
Loving family.
An extra point of damage, I believe, still because of my forceful strikes.
which would be
unless that's-
doubled
which would be
because of the
doubled, so-
critical.
So 2 more points, please.
2 more.
22 damage.
Yeah, that's a good hit. It's a good, solid, like a rock
I'm not going
hit.
to feel bad when I kill you later at all.
And battle medicine sounds good.
I
I'll
don't
take some of
think-
that.
And then I battle medicine. DC 20. He has failed. Is
Ooh.
he a higher level than me?
Nope.
Then he loses an action next turn. Little stunno. Little Stunsington.
For your last action,
too
I
good at
should
this game.
mention actually that Alhara is battle medicine immune.
Oh, you are?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll hit him one more time if you're already immune.
Yeah. Yeah, we did this in an earlier fight.
Yeah, crit.
Don't worry. There you
miss.
go. Super miss.
And with that, he then does his reaction of insta death. It's a new thing. You
Haha,
just
very
roll
fun.
or die. That's all it is. Sorry. Okay, I guess you're done. Atron, you have
Yep.
no idea what's going on over there. Maybe you can see a sliver of that other dinosaur, can you? Nope. You
Yeah,
can
from right
see-
here, I just see a sliver of Alhara.
Yeah, you see a sliver of Hara getting pummeled.
Yeah.
That's all you see.
Which maybe is enough. Nope. All right, so I got to move a little. Yeah, Atron just moves 10 feet further, just still looking to focus on Alhara, and they extend out an arm and say Megnu Tatni, and I'm casting Soothe. For
Ooh.
only 6 healing, unfortunately.
Yeah, you know what? I'll take it.
And for the next minute, Alhara gets a +2 status bonus to saves against mental effects.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, because dinosaurs are well known for their mental capability.
Well, like if something tries to intimidate her, like
Yeah.
that's, she's fortified
Yeah.
against it.
Hap is up.
The only thing I can see is somebody's foot on the other side of this curtain. And I don't even know whose it is. So I'm gonna use my first action to begin moving, but I'm gonna again do it slowly so that I can try to get an idea of what's happening behind these curtains.
I looked up this dinosaur. I'm not even sure how to pronounce it.
Deinonychus.
Deinonychus. It's basically a larger velociraptor. That's all.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. What is this that is next to Alhara?
Darius?
Okay, it's Darius. Then let's not hit both of those targets. What I'll do is from this position. Nah, I'll stay where I was. I'll stay on the hay. From this position, I'll use my last 2 actions to let's put hands together, swirl a mote of fire, and then Dragon Ball Z it at this dinosaur. Oh, a 12 is a critical hit, isn't it?
You could hero point.
In Bizarro World.
Oh, I'm not gonna hero point this. I'll just I'll take my licks.
Alhara's up.
All right.
Last 4 you're healing.
Yep, applying that. My interface is freaking out. 1 second. Last 4 points of healing brings her to about half hit points. So she's hanging in there thanks to the healing efforts of Ataran. But we really need to cool down the jets on these dynamite Zolgaths. So let's start on good old One Fang over there that Darius was able to pummel and see if we can finish him off. We'll start with a bow staff attack. 17 against armor class.
Are you going up against? Actually, it doesn't matter.
Against a One Fang over there.
Miss. Oh, I forgot Hap and Atron need to run. We'll do fort saves in a sec.
The pick wielder. 17 misses. Darn. I mean, that was kind of a not great roll. It was a 7 on die. But now it's going to be -5 at that weapon. You know, it's pretty hurt. We can try unarmed combat. If I tumble through it, you know, let's do this. Let's try tumble through. I'm feeling pretty desperate. Let's do a tumble through. 28 versus its reflex DC.
Barely.
All right, so here's what she's going to do. She's going to basically tumble into its square and then right back out to where she was before, confusing it as it tries to figure it out where she went. And in its confusion, she's going to stop and try and do a nice roundhouse kick to this thing's head with another confident finish. Oh my gosh, not one. Are you kidding me?
Hero point?
Can you actually do what you just did? Can you tumble through backwards?
Yeah, it
back
just
into
says
your original square.
Yeah, so for tumble through, you move up to your stride, which is 30 feet for Alhara, and you treat your opponent as if they were difficult terrain, and you have to make that check. And essentially, if you fail the check, you stop your movement before you enter their square. Otherwise, you are able to enter their square, and you just leave it wherever you want. So in my case, I just decided to leave it back where I came from.
Got it. Okay.
But yeah, the unarmed strike is bad. You know what? This might be a risky maneuver, but I really think we need this guy gone. I'm going to go ahead and hero point this.
Blessings upon you.
I'm hoping.
Gotta risk it for the biscuit.
22
biscuit.
against its flat-footed armor class.
Sure.
Fantastic. 13 points of bludgeoning damage. Precise strike really came in handy that time.
That was very good.
Oh, I love the sound.
Lovely.
Totally worth it.
Music to my ears.
Dinosaur sees its master go down, moves over, starts just biting you.
I love when you guys kill the big bad because then Steve is gonna attack you with all the other monsters.
Does a 28 hit you?
Oh my
with
gosh.
Flanking. I think it's
Yeah.
a critical hit. Actually.
Ow.
Is that
It's
critical?
no, it's a regular hit.
What's your AC? Because you're not parrying.
20?
21.
21.
21.
So it's a AC 19 is what it's going against, and it would only have gone 28, which is not quite a critical.
All right, so 10 points of damage. as it
Jeez.
bites you,
Ouch.
and it'll bite you again. It's just going to go crazy on you.
Stop it. Can you start rolling worse?
Yeah,
Yes.
I rolled poorly.
Good. Yes. Great. What? A 7? 7's a critical miss. I'm going to take my reaction to opportune riposte
Are
that
you
thing.
sure? Because you're flat-footed.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just a penalty to my armor class.
At best, it's a 9, which is still less than 21 by what is that? 12 points.
No, it'd have to be less than 19. Not 21, 19.
19.
Anyhow.
So yeah, if it's 9
yeah.
or lower, then it's a critical miss.
Fine. Critical miss.
Bow
What are you gonna
staff. 19 against its armor class.
do? Sure.
7 points of bludgeoning damage as she backhand swings this thing.
Okay, well then
Drawing.
I'm just telling you.
She backhand swings it and draws the bow staff across the back of her shoulders as she does so.
Ooh, barely missing it with an 18.
18. Yeah, barely miss. Whew.
Your build is so weird, but I love
Did
it.
it just move, Steven?
Yeah, it moved.
No, sir. No.
Stand still.
Please receive a hit from me. Stand still. Make a melee strike against a creature that moves in your reach. Disrupt the movement if the strike is a critical. Let's hope for a big number.
Big
I love
money,
how
big
we're
money,
turning
big
its
money.
movement against it.
27. That's a pretty deliciously large hit, but maybe not the hit we need.
Not a critical.
Aw.
10 points of damage, please.
Still alive.
Crunch!
In Hap's face.
Yeah, I don't like
Oh
that.
no.
And the last one is up. Great axe. In the face of Alhara.
No.
Ooh. E.
28 points of damage.
I don't like this noise anymore.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't even get to do its follow-up. Well, next. Darius is up. Now it's going to attack you.
Oh.
Great axe.
And remember, we can't see what's happening, Darius,
I
so you'll have to
you
call
heard
it out.
what I said, right?
Ooh.
Alhara, no!
Just a miss.
Ataran
Oh, okay.
can see that she fell.
Just a miss. And then it tries to hit you one last time.
This is just another Tuesday for Alhara, if we're being real.
Ooh. That's a critical miss. Right before I did that attack, I actually closed my eyes and did a little prayer. When I hit the crit. I'm just telling you.
Dark Lord Satan.
All right.
Who's
Darius
that?
is up.
With a bit more than usual
Oh,
menace
and
and
someone
rage
has
in his
no
eyes.
hero points. And is
Oh, that's
dying
right.
too.
She's fine. She'll be
Hmm.
fine.
Oh, I don't know about that. You still haven't seen what's behind the rest of those curtains. And you're running out of Magic Fang because we're up to round 6. Plus, there was a couple extra rounds.
So be it.
You almost done. Oh, I almost forgot. There's one more thing. Someone roll a 1d8 for me while we're at it. Because now it's about to get dramatic.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
I got it. I got it.
Give me that 1d8. Oh, 7! You rolled it! I'm looking at it! Wow. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
Right before you're about to go,
Oh no.
the entire tower starts to shake. An earthquake strikes.
Oh god.
What?
Everyone give me a
What?
reflex save.
Oh gosh.
Darius is fine. Atron, you fall.
Alhara, you're unconscious. How are you making
You
me say?
fall
I
on
don't
the
know.
ground. Hap,
Aw.
you fall on the ground.
Do I fall on 19?
You do not.
Okay.
The dino actually falls on the ground.
Embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
And the leader does not. The Zolgath leader does not.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba.
Okay, Hap, Atron, Dinosaur, you're all on the ground. Darius, Mr. Mountain, standing like a mountain. Zolgath, standing like a mountain. Alhara, dead.
No.
Okay, Darius, now you go. That was weird. You're like, man, what the heck was that?
Okay. Not really caring about it as much as now focusing on this crazy monstrosity in front of him. Let's do a flurry of blows.
I wonder if you'll activate your weird hand thing instead of let your sister die.
Oh, not with these rolls.
27.
Oh, that thing is pulsating, by the way, the hand thing. And
Uh-huh.
every fight, I've been meaning to say,
I have not felt it since.
no, you've been feeling it. It's been pulsating
Oh,
and getting a
okay.
little stronger every fight, but not to the point that it bothers you. It's just sort of there, but it is
Right.
getting redder and redder, and the pulsating is getting stronger and stronger.
The first hit is 27 to hit and 17 damage.
Yep, you hit. That's on Alhara, right?
Of course.
Hey.
Good job. You
And then
kill
the
her.
second shot is a miss,
Wah,
I
wah.
but it
I
makes
love
it
that 17.
it makes a DC 20 fortitude save.
Wah,
You
wah.
fail, lose an action.
Yep.
Now there's no like stop bleeding action or whatever to stop Alhara from losing hit points with a battle medicine thing.
You can use a medicine check, I think, with 2. Let me check.
Yeah. You can either use
Eh.
medicine or you heal her. Basically, you have to heal
Oh.
her.
But she's immune to battle medicine though right now, right?
Yes, but that doesn't make her.
So there's
immune to
administer
healing.
first aid, which is a medicine skill action. That's 2 actions, and one of the things you can do is stabilize to basically you make the DC. Let me see. Hold on. If you successfully stabilize, the creature loses the dying condition but remains unconscious.
So you'll stop bleeding, right? But Atron's next. Are you going to do something cool? Probably.
Maybe.
Let's call this phase 1 of getting real mad. and he just continues to beat on this thing.
Aw.
Despite all my rage.
What did he ever do to you?
Murder his sister.
Oh, by the way, that other hit, that's fine. This is the second. This is the third strike. 18's a miss, right?
Yeah, it's a shame. You rolled really well, too, but you still miss.
And then I want my third action to. I want to try and maybe. I should probably hit it. Screw it. I hit it.
Hail Mary.
Hiya! Nope.
Critical
Rolled
miss.
it.
Let's run. You're laying down on the ground, resting.
Acheron kind of rolls to the side, and then they reach into their bandolier to take out the heal scroll, and we'll
Give me
read
a
it.
fortitude save before you do any of that.
Sure.
Should I go ahead and just roll that too?
13.
Yeah. Ooh, Outron fails. It smells. Hop is fine. It smells like the inside of a baby sewer.
Bleh.
You
Baby sewer.
Yeah. You are second one.
All right. Acheron still reaches into their bandolier, pulls out one of the heal scrolls, and we'll read it, focusing on Alhara for 1d8 plus 8 healing.
Ooh.
Rolling a 5, so that's 13 points of healing for Alhara.
Fantastic.
And I reduce one of my heal scrolls.
And that removes the dying condition because I'm now conscious with positive hit points, but I have wounded 1.
I like how Atron's still like laying down.
Yep, yeah. They just kind of rolled to the side like, scroll.
Well, Hap,
Alright.
you're still laying down too.
Yeah, it's time to risk it for the biscuit. I'm going to spend 1 action to stand up. Bink. And then I will spend 2 actions to look down at this dinosaur that has not stood up yet. So he's flat-footed. And I'm just going to roast him with Produce Flame. I'm going to, yeah. 12 was a critical hit last time, which means it's another critical hit.
You literally can't hit your feet. It's sitting there, lying down at your feet,
Yeah.
and you can't hit it.
Yeah, but there's something you forgot. Hero point.
Oh.
I can't let Alhara get killed, so this threat has to be dealt with.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
man.
That's
So
3
bad.
2s in a row.
That's
Stupid.
dumb.
Are you done?
I'm gonna cast Produce Flame again.
What?
I'm just gonna keep going.
You can't.
I mean, but you can want to.
The dinosaur's up. Yay!
I mean, it's a cantrip. Can't you keep doing it again?
Not this turn.
Next turn, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
Stands up. Sees Hap. Attacks Hap. Jaws. 24. Take 11 points of damage. Runs over here. And attacks Acheron
Hello?
with its jaw. You're flat-footed. Hits you easily.
Yep.
7 points of damage. Both of you are just... Yeah. Then runs over there. It's running all over the place. It just runs, attacks, runs, attacks.
It's got the
One
zooms.
action. It has zoomies. That's it. It's got the
Zoomies.
zoomies. It's running around and attacking while moving. It's great. I really like this dinosaur. It's like pretty cool. It's basically flyby attack only on the ground. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Alhara does nothing.
What?
No, Alhara's healed.
Oh.
Unconscious.
Oh, you're conscious?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not fair.
Yeah, Honoron healed me, so I'm prone, but I'm conscious and I'm wounded 1 and I'm freaking hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, dinosaur might have would have eaten you, but because I thought you were dead. Oh well.
Oh well. So action number 1, stand the heck up.
Stand
action
up.
number 2.
You dropped everything.
I know. I'm thinking about that. You know what? I'm still a capable fighter without my bow staff. So action number 2, she is gonna retreat. She is gonna get herself to a safer area.
Leaving her weapons behind.
So she's gonna move around the corner. So this thing. Oh gosh! Wait, hold on. There's a dinosaur and Atron still on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, you can barely see me, maybe.
Nope. Gotta present myself as a target. She starts to reach for her belt pouch where she, pretty sure I have a healing potion on there, but instead sees Atron lying on the ground and this vicious, nasty dinosaur just hovering over them, and changes direction and immediately runs right over to their side. Action number 3. I should do something smart, but instead I'm going to do something dumb. I'm going to try to push this thing away from them with a shove maneuver. 27 against its fortitude DC.
You critically succeed.
Oh, fantastic. I'll move it up to 10 feet. So what I'm going to do in that case is I'm going to push it 10 feet and I'm going to not follow it at all. So she just gets up there and just shoves the heck out of that thing. You stay away from them. You stay away.
Okay, you shove them away.
Whee! Yeah, and I also have panache now.
Okay. The other one goes. Golkakan. Golkakan is a little slow.
I heard it's going to be
Golkakan.
online this year.
He has one less action. That's
That's
correct.
right. Great axe to your face.
That's where it belongs.
26.
Hit.
Maximum damage.
Ow.
16 points of damage. Might be slow, but they can still kill you. And with that, you feel as if your bones are aching and you're getting weakened. Give me a fortitude save.
Uh-oh.
Oh, 13 ain't gonna do it.
0 point,
Yeah,
my friends.
Yeah, good time. Good time.
18?
18 ain't gonna do it.
Shoot!
You feel weakened. Enfeebled 1.
Ooh.
Is that just like a -1 to everything I do in my life?
Enfeebled 1 for you is actually pretty bad.
I've got it here. Enfeebled. You're
Status
physically weakened.
penalty equal to condition value on strength-based rolls and DCs, including melee attack rolls, damage rolls, and athletics.
Yep,
Yeah.
-1 to all the things I do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but,
for you
but not
it's
your
really
AC.
bad. Yeah, it's not your AC, but it's all the things that make you physically strong. You are now less strong.
-1. That's fine.
You are up.
All right, let's do it. It's flurry of blows, but I'm going to do it at a -1.
That's right, because you're enfeebled.
So that's a 17, but it's still a miss either way.
Miss, because you're enfeebled.
Not because I rolled like bad.
Enfeebled.
Second strike. Pushing through the weakness. Oh, it's 25. Well, I rolled a 20. So that still counts as a crit. It doesn't negate the crit, right?
Let's see. You barely hit it.
No, I rolled a 25 with a -1.
Well, you roll a 25. You hit it. Barely.
And that becomes a crit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So then you're going to take 22 plus 16
No.
damage.
No.
Yes.
No.
Additional damage, Magic Fang.
Yeah, but you're enfeebled, so take some of that damage off. Because it's
So
minus.
you subtract it first or after?
You subtract before, so
21. So that's going to be...
it's actually 20. It's
Oh, it
impossible.
takes 2 points off?
Yeah, it's impossible for Chris
Oh,
to
I
ever be an
one-
odd
one-
number.
Gotcha.
Right.
So it's 20,
Mhm.
then plus 16, so 36 damage.
Fine.
As
Nice.
Darius
Fine.
puts his fist through its chest.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit the back, but you see the shape of his fist in the skin of his back.
Oh.
Ooh.
And he drops it, and he comes around the corner for his second action.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Damn.
I moved 35 feet from where I was, and that's my second action.
Wow.
And my third action is to punch this thing.
Oh, come on. There's no way you knew the dinosaur was over there.
I walked towards them, saw the dinosaur, and kept moving.
Yep.
Is that not a thing I can do? Do I have to
Fine.
declare my action in written form
No.
and submit it to the gods?
No. Fine.
I mean, that's what I've been doing, but I'm a known
I
cheater.
submit all mine to the Midnight Society.
And it's a miss.
Aw.
But I am not happy.
Why are you not happy?
Well, people are getting hurt, and Alhara was chopped in the with an axe.
Ataran, pick.
So are you.
Right?
Not a fun day.
Pick, axe. Ataran
Got both.
stands up, and they flick their arm and hand. Arula Vodik, as they cast telekinetic projectile at the Dionyscus. For 19. 14 damage. It would have been 28 as a critical.
Whew.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Oh,
Actually, did you put in the -1 for second?
I did not.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
It is
It's
alive.
not dead.
Oh, that darn sicken messed you up,
I could
man.
use my hero point, but
Nah.
I won't.
Happens up.
Okay. Ba-bum. Did I already give Alhara guidance? Yeah, I did.
Yep.
And I already gave Darius guidance. So this isn't gonna be great, but I think it'll be reliable. I have Ataran and Alhara and Darius all blocking my shot to this dinosaur. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna take my lightning fingers and I'm gonna point them kind of up, and I'm gonna rainbow an electric arc over everybody because it auto hits. And I'm gonna politely ask this dinosaur for a reflex save.
Ooh. Oh.
Okay.
28.
6 points of damage on a successful save.
Ah, yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
My middle name is Keelstill.
great. Fantastic.
I hope that is the last of them.
All dead.
The others are both dead in the other room.
All dead.
I think we should rest now, or I need some rest or something.
We do.
Yeah, this is a good time to sit down.
We might not want to be in here if the building is unstable.
Yes, that's true. We should move to maybe a different location where the cubes were. I don't know.
I think we'd have
Well-
to leave the tower.
Well, actually, if you remember, we did receive a tip that on the first floor to the east of the stairs, there's a secret room.
We did?
Yes, we did.
Well, let's look for it then. Maybe that is a safe place.
Wait, who told
Or
us
there's
that?
some kind of
I don't
secret.
know if it would be safe.
Who told us that? I can't remember.
The priest.
Who is...
Oh.
I don't know who told
Harrick
it to us,
or
but
Hardick?
it's in my notes.
Okay, well,
Oh, Harlock?
maybe? I mean, he
Maybe
knew
Harlock.
about the place, so...
I have
Hasselhoff?
Bellini written in front of above this note, so maybe Bellini told us.
I believe Bellini
Who's Bellini?
was the evil priest who, convinced everyone to worship
Oh.
demons.
No, it had to be Harlock then.
Well, let's do a quick search of this area, make sure that there's not any useful equipment they may have left, and
Yes.
and then go search for it. We want to take a look at the equipment that the Zolgaths
Oh,
were
yeah.
all using, any unconsumed potions or alchemical items, anything that looks especially well made.
Aderon will help Hap look over the items.
Okay. I mean, you look at the Zolgaths, the ones that you were fighting, that were training their pets that you killed. They have just, same old, some daggers, more daggers, 12 daggers altogether, if you want to take them all. As for the two leaders, they each have a breastplate, they each have a great axe, they each have 4 javelins, they each have those great picks, or rather, just, One Fang had the great pick. And you also find a snare kit on the One Fang person, as well as a little leather pouch.
Is anything magic with my magic eye?
No.
Okay.
I'd try to identify what's in the pouch.
You open up the pouch. Inside is 4 tiny emeralds and a
Ooh.
vial of oil of some sort.
Okay. I'll try to... would using crafting to identify an alchemical oil take 10 minutes? I forget how long that takes.
Yep, everything takes 10 minutes.
Yeah, so instead, Atron will say, there's an oil in here, but I need to take time to... I should talk with Chilagosh just in case. If we rest, then I will look over this oil. It is likely alchemical. And Atron will kind of put their back to the wall and then start kind of talking, whispering to Chilagosh as a kind of spectral light kind of rises up around Chilagosh.
So now you're taking a better look at this room. This room has smelly beds of grass and mud. There's tons of personal items such as bone knives, painted stones, chips of pretty looking rocks or glass gems. They don't seem to be worth anything. They're just pretty looking. There's a lot of stinky mud. This place is obviously where they lived. This looks like all the personal area, like the dormitory. Obviously, it's also where they were training their dinosaurs. So I don't know how long you want to spend. You were just going through their personal items, but it looks like
10 minutes
Yeah, probably 10 minutes to search this area.
and treat wounds.
And detect magic isn't giving any pings, so
Well, keep in mind, detect magic will not go through things, so it's not as good as you thought.
it won't go through like a curtain.
No, it's emanation.
Okay.
So,
Well, then I'll have to walk into all these curtains and see what we can see.
or if it's even in something, like if it's even inside of a bag, or it's not that good anymore. It's not like. It's actually pretty bad. I was looking it up.
So-
It's actually pretty bad. You gotta like look through things and then detect, which you could continuously do for 10 minutes. But my point is like you don't just walk into a room, detect magic, and then walk out. You sort of have to spend the time. But 10 minutes
Okay.
is fine. 10 minutes is fine.
It still helps you search.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically it just tells you have to do it. Okay, Hap is walking around, and while you're like kicking things over, you find what appears to be a large ball of, you think it's mud, maybe it's not mud, you hope it's mud, who knows, but you're detecting magic in that mud.
Ah, okay. I'm gonna use my boot to roll it towards the group.
Okay, you push a large bowl of maybe mud towards the group, and it's leaving a nice brown trail everywhere it touches.
You're saying maybe mud. I'm pretty sure, knowing you, this isn't mud. So I'll kick it over to the group. Hey, this is yep, this is something.
Is it magical?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Then go through it with your expertise in magic.
I'm gonna go look for other stuff. Bye.
I will treat wounds
Sounds
because
good.
I can do that, and no one's immune for an hour. It's 10 minutes for me. when I
And the
do
10
it.
minutes is immediately up, basically, by the time you're finished.
Yeah. I will tend to Alhara's first.
Cool. Now, mine doesn't do that, but for the purpose of expediting our healing processes, do you want me to do that as well on someone who's not hurt as badly?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
You roll a 1.
I roll a 1!
How much did you
kidding
hurt
me?
her?
1d8?
Hero point. Hero point.
Nope, I spent it.
He used it.
I spent.
Oh no!
I roll 1d8. Is that the damage? I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. You might kill her. Come on, kill her. Come on, do it. Do it. Do it. 7, almost. Almost kill her.
Ouch.
I'm sorry. This is worse than I thought.
Uh-huh. Meanwhile, Alhara is trying to use treat wounds on Otteron, who's injured a bit. I will use assurance. I will succeed.
I'll do it on myself.
Yay.
10 points.
Which brings me to
Oh,
Fall.
wow. I crit myself. It's 48 plus 5.
Wow, 24. It's almost the exact opposite of what you just did.
That's exactly it is the exact opposite. That was a critical heal.
Almost an exact opposite.
Well, when 10 minutes are up, I could do it again because I have, as a feat, continual recovery. When you treat wounds, your patient becomes immune for only 10 minutes instead of an hour. Stand still. I'm sorry. I'll try this again.
10 minutes
All right,
are
so
up.
20 minutes have passed at this
10
point.
minutes have passed. Unless you want to not do something, but we
Oh.
have to do something.
So at that point, Ataran takes out one of the wands of heal. I can use this on you, Alhara.
Oh my god, I did it again.
Yay! You critted her again.
Oh god.
You're gonna
You
kill
need to
her.
get
You're gonna
assurance.
kill
Next
her.
level. I'm gonna
Roll a
get next
1d8. 1d8. Come on. Kill your sister. Come on.
level. 5?
5. She's
That
dead.
brings me down. No, 1 hit point.
No.
All right.
At that
now,
point,
now use the wand.
yeah,
Ataran
maybe
frowns.
you should.
Please, we need to stop and rest. You clearly need to rest your mind. And Ataran will concentrate, and different runes on the wand will start to glow, and then they will touch it to Alhara. So it's the second level one, so it will do 2d8 plus 16.
I forgot that we got these wands. Do I have a wand?
I have the 1 and the 2, just in case.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's
Whew.
good. That's good.
So
I
27 points
like
of
that.
healing, Wand of Heal, used on Gosrin III.
Fantastic. Up to just over half hit points. Oh, thanks. There must be something about these wounds that standard healing just isn't working.
I doubt Darius
that
has
must
met
be the
much
reason.
with dinosaurs.
You know why? Because you're trying to treat wounds in this area.
I'm also
that
very nervous that
stinks.
she almost
Yeah,
died.
why don't so this is
And
after
it's covered in mud.
30 minutes. Hopefully we've thoroughly searched this area by now.
This area, yeah, I mean, there's a southern area that you didn't look at. There's a large area, like you've only kind of walked around the top area. What about that southern area to the southeast? There's a lot of curtains. Do you go behind those curtains?
Southern area to the southeast. Oh, you mean the room that we've only like seen in passing a couple times?
You didn't even see it. You've never even gone in it. Okay.
Southwest as I was thinking. Southeast?
No, southeast, where Hap is. There's a curtain. You
Oh.
go behind that curtain.
You know what? Yeah, we've healed up enough. I'll just be careful.
If we wait 10 more minutes,
Watch
No.
out.
I won't do this a third time.
Watch out
wanna
for
just-
traps, as he had a snare kit, so you might need Darius as well.
Yeah, let's just
Alhara, let me go first.
let's all proceed carefully. That's fine. You can go first. And just
You can heal
keep
me
an
if
eye
you
out.
want.
Okay, I'll do that.
no,
Okay.
There's no way you're gonna get another
We
nat
won.
one.
Want to wait 10 more
Darius-
minutes?
hold
There-
on, stop.
No,
Stop.
relax.
This is why I asked earlier if anyone else needed healing, because I couldn't see Hap and I couldn't see her hit points. So yeah, so during the 30 minutes we've already been here, Alhara can also heal Hap.
Oh, thank you.
I will use assurance.
That's what I like. Darius has to get assurance. It has become mandatory after that.
All right.
No,
it's
I'm gonna get risky surgery. That's what I'm
Oh
gonna get.
boy.
Oh boy, it's 5
Oh,
whole
no.
points, but you know,
That's something.
Yeah,
That's a big
that's
help.
and 0 risk of you dying. So you know.
I'm just saying because there's 8 curtains to go through. So
Okay, so we've all healed up a little bit. This is just exploration. I don't think any of us expects to get in combat. Let's just be really careful and just see what else is back here.
I'm expecting.
I'm going to the north with this room.
Ataran will use Seek as well.
yep, to the northeast you just see a small part of this room. It looks like a private bed chamber. There's 2 beds. More of the stuff. You look around, nothing's there.
Darius can hold me at like a metal detector as I just
Beep,
use
beep,
the
beep, beep.
detect
Right.
magic
You,
action.
you just said
Yeah,
you say
you don't
beep,
detect anything.
beep, beep.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow Darius around and just be that.
You walk through this chamber. It was also concealed with a tattered black cloth like those before. This looks like this was the personal lair of the leader. As you can see, 2 very large beds. One looks like where the 2 leaders slept, and then one in the southwest looks like the large dinosaur bed where that zippy dinosaur would sleep. And there is 2 very large torches on the wall and some more personal accoutrements.
I'll walk through.
Come through. It seems safe.
Okay.
We should check here too.
Check the beds.
You check the beds again, nothing more than personal things. There was nothing here that's worthwhile other than like foodstuffs. There's some like half-eaten rabbits and other disgusting things in this room. But no, there's nothing of value anywhere in this room.
Okay, that's it.
I guess I'll use my dagger to cut open the maybe mud.
You cut open the maybe mud.
The ball of mud that she.
Yeah,
Kicked
there's
over.
a small potion inside the mud.
See, I told you.
I know you told us, but then you left it.
Well, it's gross. I didn't want to touch it.
Well, you're the magic person, so you have to touch it now.
Ah, but Atron is the potion person, so they have to
No,
touch it.
first, the first person to touch it who detected magic must touch the magic.
I have had to handle
that's not fair.
corpses as they expel their bowels when they die. This will be fine. and Ataran will reach out and take it.
Yeah,
Is
that,
it mud?
that was going to be funny.
I can look it over later when we rest, and Ataran will put it in their bag.
You're gonna wipe the maybe mud off?
Sure. Oh, I thought you did, effectively, but yeah, Ataran will just kind of like wipe it on.
Prestidigitate the mud off, you know.
Oh yeah, there's that. I'm just kind of like poking it with a knife, like, what's in there?
You can
Yeah.
tell this is it's a lesser healing potion. You just know. Atron knows. I mean, you know, you might have to put it to your lips and drink it. You might want to disinfect it a little beforehand, but
Yeah.
It's a ball of healing dung.
something like that.
All right, let us check the other side. Or did you already?
What other side? There's no other door leaving that room, right?
I have not gone over to beyond that entry area. Is there more to the west?
Well, did we check this, like these bales of hay
Yeah,
in the corner?
We did.
Okay.
Nothing in there.
Did we
yeah.
check the bales of hay on the west?
Yeah, you check all the bales of hay,
Okay.
and it's all living quarters. And now you're going through it, you can tell this is a combination living quarters and dinosaur resting area. There's like baskets filled with dead rabbits and other small animals that were, well, it looks like everyone was eating them. But other than the weapons you found on these creatures and the ball of healing dung, that's all you got.
Well, let's see if we can find that secret east of the stairs.
Yes, I guess we should look directly on the opposite wall of that corridor. Wait a moment. And Ataran will extend their arms out, and the black feathers will grow again from wings, and as they bring their arms in, the feathers will flutter around Alhara, who will gain fast healing 4 for 4 rounds again, as I use up the focus point, just in case something comes of that hallway.
Why, thank you.
Darius runs out while you're all in there and by himself. He's way down the hallway.
We're going to rest anyway after
and
this, so...
He finds something rather fun down the hallway.
You a gelatinous cube.
You find an odd-shaped room that's divided by several piles of stacked stones, each stack about 4 feet tall. You see large nests made of sticks and mud that are spread around the room on both sides of the stone stacks. The northwest corner of this room contains a large hut made of poorly tanned hides and topped with the skull of some enormous fanged beast. You, of course, smell the eye-watering smell of the Zolgath's animal dung and unwashed reptiles filling this room. You also see 2 very large dinosaurs on the other side of those stones, and they just seem to be wandering around. These dinosaurs are large in size and have a mace-like tail and are covered with armor.
Oh, there's very large dinosaurs over there of a different kind.
They seem to be ignoring you. They're looking at you, but they're not doing anything. They're just sort of wandering around.
They don't seem like the types that are trained to attack. Maybe they ride them. Do they have saddles on them or anything? Or
No.
Not like that? Okay.
Nope.
But they're behind the stones, like a little cage-ish thing?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, the stones are just the same stones you've seen everywhere else. They're just piles of stones. I mean, they see you.
How high? How high are the stones?
4 feet. 4 feet.
Oh, 4 feet. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. I mean, they
Like,
could
they could
easily
smash
smash. Oh yeah. These things are enormous. These things they're gigantic. Several tons. They can smash right through them, but they seem to be just sort of wandering around.
yeah, step in the room here.
I thought we were looking for the room to rest.
We need to make sure it's safe first.
I thought that was the point of leaving or finding a secret room.
We have to go carefully. There's other creatures here.
I thought it was back to the east, though.
Yes. Why are we continuing on?
Do you not want things to come up behind us?
Don't worry, guys. I've got a little bit of juice left. I'll keep you safe.
I think we'll be okay. We just gotta be careful.
All right.
I'm just looking. I'm not starting a fight.
Okay, so you see, Darius sees that one of these enormous dinosaurs, there's some eggs in one of the nests, and the dinosaur sort of lays down and sits on top of its eggs, staring at you.
One of them has eggs. This is.
We should back away. It will get protective.
We will not disturb them.
Atron also knows that live dinosaur eggs are worth a fortune.
Oh.
Must be those pirates I hung out with.
Let's go through the top square.
Top one.
And I guess we search the wall.
Search the wall along this for like the 30 feet or whatever.
Yeah, wall search.
Ooh.
Darius finds, right where you're standing to the east, a secret door that's blended
found it.
perfectly well in with the rest of the room.
Yeah. I dust away the seam so it's a little clearer. And then Alhara, do you want to check it for traps?
Sure.
You can barely see it. I mean, it doesn't seem to be trapped, but you can barely tell what's there.
All right, then if I get the all clear, I will open up the door.
Yeah, go ahead.
So you push it sideways and down, and then it literally slides into the ground seamlessly, almost invisible with the ground now, making no noise. And you see a room to the east.
Is it completely dark?
Inside the room, yeah, it's completely black inside the room.
I have light on me, so
Yeah, we have some instances of light.
Yeah, you can see.
what's in here?
It's a very large room. It's a bare stone chamber, devoid of any decoration apart from 4 alcoves to the east, each bearing the image of what looks like another tower, you think, only slightly different in shape and size to the one that looks like yours. They look like towers or triangles or trapezoids. You're not sure what they are, but there's 4 of them.
And they're like murals depicting each of these towers?
No, they're just images sort of embedded into stone. You're not sure how they were made.
What? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Images like a relief, like a black and white bas relief
Yeah, it's like a bas relief.
but no paint. Okay.
Yeah, no paint. No.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
Yeah, it's just like an outline, very sort of chiseled into the stone, very well made, almost supernatural. Obviously, the only thing that would last this amount of time and not stolen by grave robbers or something else.
Does Ataran think maybe they are kind of a map or useful depiction, or is it really just artistry?
Yeah, are there any relevant checks here?
Atron looks and has no idea. Presumes that this is, since it's so well hidden, maybe a storage chamber of some sort, maybe a place to pray. You're not exactly sure. It looks like the Zolgaths didn't find it. It's one of the only places that has absolutely no stink whatsoever, and it looks clean as a whistle. And after you all walk through, about 30 seconds later, the door just closes behind you, not making a sound, and you're now in the chamber, pitch black, with your light.
I can reopen it if I want.
Yes, you think so.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully.
Okay,
You
cool.
think so.
We're stuck here forever.
Well, this seems like a safe enough place to rest up and get
Not
ready to
if
head
the
back out.
Tower shakes again. We should be careful. But yes, I doubt anything will find us.
I suppose this chamber has survived okay.
Yes.
All right, let's have a rest.
Ataran backs themselves up in the corner.
Is this a long rest?
I assume so.
Well, it looks like it would be a perfect place because you obviously noticed the Zolgaths didn't find this. And
Yeah.
Darius, even knowing where the door was, barely found it because it's incredibly hard to find. So you feel like this would be a probably pretty safe area to be.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
So does anyone want to quickly look at any items before you do a rest?
Yeah, I'll look at the oil.
And that is a crafting check.
Yeah, that I'm good at.
You look at it using your craft alchemy. You spend 10 minutes using your alchemist tools. Your first 10 minutes, you fail, but you can try again.
Huh. Yeah, I'll try again then.
Your second 10 minutes, you succeed.
Yay.
It's kettleish oil, a thick substance distilled from mind-rubbing kettleish fungus. It's a consumable poison. It does 1d10 poison damage, then 1d12 poison damage, then 2d10 poison damage for up to 4 rounds with a fortitude DC 19 save. It's basically really bad poison. There you go.
This is poison.
Scary.
It's made from fungus. It will slowly poison you over time.
And last but not least, you also still have the leather pouch with the little emeralds, and then you have the magic plate and the weapon that you took from Skeleton.
Oh, did the emeralds come up as magic too?
No, they just came up as emeralds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
the Alhara can empty the plate from her pack. This stuff is heavy.
Yeah. So, Atron will look over the plate and then the gem.
No, Atron is a hog.
Oh, I mean, if Hap wants to, by all means.
Hap's not good at identifying things.
Atron, let's see, occultism and arcana. Well, it took you a little while, but you figured it out. This has a +1 armor potency rune on it, so obviously it is +1 plate mail. Full plate mail.
Wonderful.
Wow.
Were I another character, I would kiss that armor.
I can move the rune.
You can still give it kisses.
Yeah. Yeah, we can
Careful.
move the rune onto someone else's
That's
armor.
right.
That thing's
That's right.
valuable.
And
Yes, the rune itself is worth 160. The plate is worth 30. So yeah,
Pretty good.
pretty good. And then you look over the weapon, and there's a gem on this gem that almost seems to have dark smoke sort of swirling
Ooh.
inside the gem, and you definitely know that's magic. See if you can figure out what it is. Oh yeah, you do. That is a fear gem. When you activate the gem, you make an intimidating strike as the fighter feat. So you affix it to a weapon. It's a consumable enchantment, fear, magical, mental talisman called the fear gem.
Whoa.
It's worth 20 gold pieces, and it takes 2 actions to activate. And then it does intimidating strike, which, let's see, intimidating strike is a fighter class feat, level 2. Your blow not only wounds creatures, but also shatters their confidence. Make a melee strike. If you hit and deal damage, the target is frightened 1 or frightened 2 on a critical hit. This is the same as what Atron does all the time. In fact, it is Atron's evil eye in gem form.
But requires a melee swing? That's cool.
It's still pretty cool, though.
Yeah. When you activate it as 2 actions, you make an intimidating strike as the feat. So
Is this a once per day or as like a consumable?
it's a talisman, so it's 1 use.
Consumable.
So Atron would explain how the gem works.
Very cool, though.
I think that's all you have that's magical.
Yeah.
And that you haven't identified. But that +1 rune, maybe someone can have that. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, that armor rune is very nice.
Nice. All right, I guess we'll settle in for a rest.
Settle in for a long night in the dark, creepy tower in a pitch black room that has no doors, no windows. I hope someone has a flashlight because Hap is scared of the dark.
I keep my torch out
I am scared of
We
it.
have the light spell.
and my torch.
hmm
Yeah, I'll keep the torch out.
And the light spell lasts until the next time you prepare your spells or cast light, so...
So, I guess, wow, you guys almost cleared this whole level. I don't know what you're going to do with those two monster dinosaurs just hanging around.
I'm wondering how they got them up here.
Maybe they were little when they got them.
Yeah, maybe they raised them up here.
They
Or
just
they're
been
just
like, oh,
strong
No, the
enough.
hallways are all 10 by 10 because they had to make sure the cube can go through any of these hallways.
Well, even
none
if-
of these dinosaurs are bigger than the halls.
Sure, but even if they're large,
okay.
how'd they get it like up the 40 feet onto the platform and into the thing? That's what I'm wondering. Yeah, well, maybe they had an extensive pulley system that they have put away for now.
Yeah.
Or maybe some of these. Oh, I don't even want to say. Maybe you haven't encountered creatures with the ability to summon magics to make dinosaurs fly through the air into
goody.
the entranceway. Maybe that 5-foot ramp is accurate, and that you're going to find out later how they got these enormous dinosaurs 40 feet into the air.
Telekinesis at will.
Let's hope it's not that one.
I'll give you a hint, Hap. It's that one.
Oh, great.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat 3-Ring Adventure, a Pathfinder actual play podcast. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com. You can also find us and play various games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com. You've been listening to Roll for Combat. You rolled a podcast critical success.